He married her for power and humiliated her for sport. But what he didn't expect was that the woman he broke would rise from the ashes, stronger, older, unstoppable. And when he finally fell for her, it was too late. Or was it? Slow-motion shots of a grand wedding ceremony. Luna stands at the altar in a modest but beautiful gown, while Levi looks detached in a sleek black tux. Luna thought she was marrying for love. Levi. He married her to seal a business deal. Levi whispering coldly into Luna's ear as they stand before guests. Levi cold tone. Smile, Luna. You may have my name, but you'll never have my heart. Flash in Luna's eyes. She masks the hurt with a fragile smile. Luna sits alone at the head table. Levi flirts openly with his ex, making no effort to hide it. In front of 100 guests, he humiliated her. On her wedding night, she quietly removes her jewelry, eyes filled with unshed tears. She looks at herself in the mirror. Luna, softly. You're stronger than this. You have to be. But what Luna didn't know was that Levi had secrets of his own, and one of them could destroy her completely. Scene opens with Luna returning to the mansion after the humiliating party. Her heels click softly against the marble floor, echoing the emptiness inside her. Luna had always been quiet, forgiving, gentle. But tonight, something inside her began to crack. She stood before the mirror in her room, wiping away her makeup, not just the smudged eyeliner, but the version of herself that believed she was too weak to fight back. Flashback of Levi laughing with his ex at the party. Luna's expression hardens. The next morning, Levi walks into the dining area, scanning his phone. He doesn't look up. Luna calmly. Good morning. Levi coldly. No need for small talk. We only need to pretend in front of the board. Luna looks at him hurt, but she says nothing. For now. Levi didn't notice it yet. But the woman he thought he controlled was quietly building her power. Later that day, Luna walks into a quiet law office downtown. She meets with a female lawyer, confident and sharp. Lawyer. I've reviewed your prenup. If you want out, you'll walk away with nothing. Luna, softly. I don't want out. Not yet. I want leverage. I want to learn his world. Cut to Luna at a library the next day, researching stocks, business law, and corporate structures. Her eyes focused, burning with something new. Determination. He gave her a silent home. But now, she was arming herself in silence. Evening. Levi hosts a business dinner at the mansion. Luna walks in, dressed in a sleek black gown. Not soft, not shy, but confident. Heads turn. Investor. Is that your wife, Mr. Hartwell? She's stunning. Levi finally looks up. For the first time, his eyes linger. Something unfamiliar flickers in them, surprise, and something else. He married her as a pawn, but she was about to become a queen. Scene opens with the aftermath of the business dinner. Luna stands alone on the mansion's balcony, the city lights flickering below. For the first time in months, Luna felt eyes on her, respectful, curious, and his. But Levi couldn't understand what had changed. She was still silent, still graceful, but no longer invisible. Inside Levi's office, he watches Luna from the window, frowning as she speaks confidently with one of his senior advisors. Levi to himself. What is she doing with Mark? He doesn't like the shift. He doesn't like not knowing. Levi Hartwell controlled everything. Every deal. Every emotion. But now, his wife was a mystery he couldn't decode. Cut to a scene. Luna meeting with an older man in a private cafe. Ethan, her late father's trusted business partner. Ethan. He never expected you to rise like this. Your father would be proud. Luna. I want to know how to beat Levi at his own game. But not with anger. With elegance. Ethan. Then you'll need access. Start with the silent shares your father left behind. Luna nods, her expression unreadable, a mix of fire and grace. Later that week, Luna accidentally burns her hand while boiling tea. Levi, walking past, notices her wince. Levi, surprisingly concerned. "Let me see." He takes her hand, gently inspecting the burn. Their eyes meet. Something shifts, just for a second. Luna, pulling away. "It's nothing. You can go." He hesitates, something he never does. It was the first time she didn't ask him to stay. And the first time he didn't want to leave. Night falls. Levi finds himself unable to focus. He replays the moment over and over in his mind. Cut to Luna's room. She pulls out a file, hidden for weeks, documents that could shake the foundation of Levi's company. He didn't know it yet, but the woman he humiliated was about to become his biggest threat, and the only one who could save him. Scene opens in Levi's office tower, floor-to-ceiling windows, a storm brewing outside. He reads a report on his latest business performance, brows furrowed. Levi, to his assistant. "Why wasn't I informed about this drop in stock confidence?" Assistant. "Some of the board members. They've been aligning with an anonymous investor, quietly gaining influence." Levi's expression hardens. He smells a threat. He just doesn't know where it's coming from. Luna steps into the game. Cut to Luna, entering a private boardroom. She wears a sharp navy blue suit, her cane clicking against the floor, a symbol of her strength, not weakness. Luna had been humiliated in silence. But now, silence had become her strategy. She places her father's share documents on the table. A quiet murmur spreads among a few surprised board members. Board member. "These shares. You own a seat on the board." Luna, coolly. "I always have. I was just waiting for the right moment." That evening, Levi returns home early, unexpected. He finds Luna in the private library, reading a book on strategic leadership. Levi, leaning on the doorframe. "Didn't take you for the business type." Luna, without looking up. "You never cared enough to find out what I am." He's quiet for a moment. She finally looks up, calm, collected, changed. There was no hate in her eyes, but something far more dangerous. Indifference. And for the first time, Levi didn't feel in control. He felt intrigued. Later that night, rain pours heavily. Luna walks the hallway and feels a sharp pain in her leg. She braces herself against the wall, trying not to cry out. Levi rushes over, lifting her gently into his arms without a word. He carries her to the couch, wraps a blanket around her. Luna, softly. "You don't have to play husband now." Levi, quietly. "I'm not playing anymore." She looks at him, confused. His gaze lingers, gentle, protective. A side of Levi the world never sees. Next morning, Levi's assistant hands him a file. Inside are photos of Luna meeting secretly with Ethan, and a report, Luna Hartwell quietly acquiring voting rights within Hartwell Corporation. Levi, softly, stunned. "Luna, what are you doing?" The heart he once broke now held the power to break him. Scene opens with Levi standing alone in his office, gripping the file that confirms Luna's slow takeover. His reflection in the glass stares back, but for once, he doesn't look powerful. He looks lost. Levi had spent a lifetime building an empire of silence, fear, and control. But now the woman he dismissed was quietly becoming its queen. Cut to Luna in a board meeting. She sits tall, poised, speaking clearly about investor confidence and long-term growth strategies. Several executives nod in agreement. Board member impressed. She has vision. Her father would be proud. Luna smiles politely, but her eyes flick to the door, where Levi stands watching her, unreadable. That evening, back at the mansion, Luna enters the living room to find it dimly lit, soft music playing, and dinner served. Luna, guarded. "What's this?" Levi. "Just dinner. No press. No board members." Just us. She stares at him, skeptical, but sits anyway. For the first time, he serves her, listens to her. Levi quietly. I underestimated you. Luna calmly. No, you never tried to see me. Their hands brush briefly over the wine glasses. A spark, small but real. Scene shifts to Ethan receiving a mysterious phone call. Unknown voice. She's getting too powerful. If Levi finds out what you really did with her father's shares, it's over for both of us. Ethan's jaw tightens. He looks out the window, where Luna walks confidently into a building, unaware of the danger beginning to circle her. Even queens have enemies in disguise. And Luna was being watched from the shadows. Levi scrolls through an old photo of Luna smiling, before the contract, before the humiliation. A moment he never noticed. Levi to himself. How did I never see her? Cut to him standing outside her door. He raises a hand to knock, then hesitates, clenches his jaw and walks away. He had broken her once, but now he feared she might never let him close enough to fix it. Final scene. Luna returns home late. She finds a small velvet box on her bed. Inside, her wedding ring, cleaned, reset with a single note. Note handwritten. I was blind. See you now. Levi. Luna closes the box slowly, her expression unreadable, but her hand lingers on it for a moment too long. He gave her a ring once. Now he's offering his heart. But can love grow where pain once lived? Scene opens in Luna's private study. Rain taps softly against the windows. The wedding ring box sits on the desk, unopened. Luna stares at it, conflicted. He had finally shown vulnerability. But she had learned not to trust words. Only actions. Cut to Luna visiting Ethan again. She places a file on the table. Luna calmly. You told me my father trusted you. Then explain why these documents say otherwise. Ethan's face stiffens. Luna flips open the file. Legal transfers of her father's shares to Ethan just days before his accidental death. Ethan coldly. Your father was weak. You're not. You're a Hartwell now. Play the game, or be played. She stands up silent, but her eyes burn with betrayal. Luna came seeking guidance, but found a betrayal woven into her bloodline. Back at the mansion, Levi paces in his office. He scrolls through security footage. Luna entering Ethan's office. Suspicion flashes in his eyes, but this time it's not about control. It's about concern. Levi to himself. What is she walking into? He opens a drawer. Inside, a photo of Luna smiling at their wedding. Not fake. Not for the cameras. A fleeting moment he missed back then. He married her for power. But her strength was rewriting his world. Emotional confrontation. The ice begins to crack. Later that night, Luna returns home, exhausted. Levi is waiting for her in the living room. Levi. You went to see Ethan. Luna defensive. That's none of your concern. Levi gently. It is if you're in danger. Silence. She looks at him, really looks. For once, there's no arrogance. Just worry. Luna softening. Why now, Levi? Why care now? He moves closer, voice low. Levi. Because I don't want to lose the one person who finally taught me what real strength looks like. She stares at him, breath catching. But just as the moment warms, a text lights up Luna's phone. A blocked number. Message reads. Stop digging. Next time, it won't be just your father who disappears. Luna freezes. Levi sees her expression, snatches the phone. His jaw clenches. Levi coldly. Who sent this? The game had turned deadly. And Levi wasn't just fighting for his company anymore. He was fighting for her life. Scene opens with Levi storming into his private security room. His face is stone cold, eyes filled with fury as he slams Luna's phone on the table. Levi, to his head of security. Trace the number. Double her protection. No one gets near my wife. No one. His voice doesn't rise, but every word carries weight, power. Fear masked as control. For the first time, Levi wasn't protecting his empire. He was protecting his heart. Later that night, Luna sits by the fireplace, her arms wrapped around herself. Levi walks in with a soft blanket, gently placing it around her shoulders. Luna, softly. I didn't ask for your help. Levi. No. But I need to give it. 'Cause I owe you more than protection. I owe you the truth. He sits beside her. Silence stretches before he speaks. Low, vulnerable. Levi. My mother died when I was 10. My father taught me power, not love. When I married you, I thought I was winning. But I wasn't. I was running. From everything you are. Luna turns to him slowly, caught off guard by the rawness in his voice. Cut to Levi's assistant slipping a file into his hands. Inside, security camera footage. Ethan speaking to an unknown man in the shadows. The audio's distorted, but one name is clear. Ethan on tape. If Luna uncovers the real shareholder files, we're done. Even Hartwell won't be able to protect her. Levi muttering. So this isn't just about her father. It's about me. He clenches the paper, realization dawning. He hasn't just put Luna in danger. He's the reason danger found her. Next morning, Luna walks into Levi's office, placing her father's original will on his desk. Luna. If we're going to play this game, we play it together. But no more lies. Levi looking at her deeply. Only truth. From now on. He reaches out, and for the first time she doesn't pull away. Their hands lock, and the tension between them shifts, charged with something fragile, something real. Levi and Luna review security photos. In one image, Ethan meets a familiar face. Levi's former mentor, and ex-CEO of Hartwell Corp., Gregory Crane. Luna shocked. That's Gregory. The man who taught you everything. Levi quietly. No. The man who taught me how to destroy people. The real enemy had stepped out of the shadows. And this time, love wouldn't just heal them. It would make them stronger. Together. Scene opens in a hidden boardroom at Hartwell Corporation. Levi and Luna sit side by side. A secret strategy meeting. Documents spread before them, security footage paused on the screen. Levi leans close to Luna, pointing to one detail in a photo. Levi. Gregory Crane was always 10 steps ahead, but this? He didn't expect you. Luna focused. Then let's make sure he keeps underestimating me. They share a glance. Not cold. Not calculated. A new kind of partnership. Real, raw, intimate. The first real touch of love. Later that evening, Luna prepares tea in the mansion's kitchen. Levi walks in quietly, watching her. She turns to him, awkward but soft. Luna surprised. You still live here. Levi, smiling faintly. Only when I want to feel something real. She sets the mug down. Silence fills the space. He steps closer. Levi gently. You don't have to trust me all at once. But I need you to know. I don't just want to protect you, Luna. I want to deserve you. Her eyes well with emotion. A tear slips, but she doesn't look away. Their fingers brush. Then hold. And for the first time, they don't let go. Cut to Luna walking to her car after a business event. The driver's missing. She senses something too quiet. Suddenly, a figure in black approaches behind her. She spins, only to find a white envelope dropped at her feet. She opens it. Inside, a photo of her father, standing with Gregory Crane, and a note. Note type. Your father died protecting something that wasn't his. Now it's yours. Let go, or lose everything. Luna stands frozen. The pieces are connecting, and so is the threat. Back at the mansion, Luna storms into Levi's office, eyes blazing, holding the envelope. Luna. Did you know this? Did you know Gregory was tied to my father's death? Levi looks devastated, but not surprised. Levi. I suspected, but I couldn't prove it. And I didn't want to break you. Luna, quietly. You don't get to choose what breaks me anymore. She starts to walk away. He grabs her hand, not forcefully but desperately. Levi, with fire. Then let me help you fight. Not as a husband, not as a CEO. Just as a man who can't lose you. She stares at him. A war in her chest. And then she nods. A camera hidden inside the mansion blinks red. On a screen somewhere in a dark room, Gregory Crane watches Levi and Luna embrace. He smirks. Gregory, to Ethan. They think love makes them strong. Let's show them what real power looks like. The enemy had eyes inside the walls. But love had just found its voice. Scene opens with Luna waking up in Levi's mansion. She walks to the balcony, wrapped in his coat, watching the sunrise. For once, the world feels quiet. But safety is a beautiful illusion. Cut to Levi's office. He's on a call with his head of security. Security chief on phone. There's a breach. Surveillance cameras were accessed remotely. Someone's been watching you both for weeks. Levi freezes. His eyes darken. The thought of someone watching Luna, hurting her, shakes him to the core. Levi. Shut down everything. Lock the gates. And double her protection. If anyone lays a finger on her, I'll bury them. Levi walks into the living room where Luna is reading files. He sits beside her, silent for a moment. Levi, softly. There's something you need to know. We're being watched. Luna looks up, eyes narrowing. Luna. So Gregory's already inside. Levi. Maybe he always was. Through my silence, my arrogance. He takes her hand. No games. No masks. Levi. I spent years learning how to control people. But you taught me how to feel. And I'll destroy anyone who threatens what we've built. Luna looks at him, her eyes soft, vulnerable. Then she nods. Luna visits her father's old lawyer, secretly. He hands her a flash drive. Lawyer, gravely. Your father left this for you. He told me to deliver it. Only if your life ever mirrored his. Back at the mansion, Luna plays the file. Her father appears on screen. A video recorded weeks before his death. Luna's father on video. If you're watching this, Luna, it means the man I trusted most has turned on us. Gregory Crane doesn't want your inheritance. He wants your bloodline erased. Asterisk. Luna gasps. She covers her mouth. The camera zooms in on a worn notebook in her father's hands, labeled Hartwell Origins. Levi finds her crying on the floor. He kneels beside her. Levi, gently. What is it? Luna, broken. My father died protecting something, and now it's happening all over again. Levi pulls her into his arms. She doesn't resist. Levi. Then let me protect you now. Not for power. Not for redemption. But because I love you. Luna stares at him, shocked. He's never said it before. And he means every word. Final scene. Luna and Levi return to the mansion, but something feels off. The security system is disabled. A door is slightly open. They walk inside, tense. On the dining table is the Hartwell Origins notebook. But it's not hers. It's a replica. And it's on fire. Luna screams. Levi runs to put it out, but it's already ashes. The truth was within reach. But their enemy was always one step ahead. Scene opens with smoke fading in Levi's mansion. The fake Hartwell Origins notebook lies in ashes. Luna stands motionless, tears tracking her cheeks. Luna, softly. He wants me afraid. He wants me broken. Levi steps forward, holding her shoulders firmly. Levi. Then give him the one thing he never saw coming. Luna Hartwell, unafraid and unstoppable. She lifts her head. And for the first time, fire replaces fear. Cut to Luna alone in her late father's old study, which she hadn't touched in years. She pulls open a hidden drawer. Inside, an untouched key and a letter with her name written in her father's handwriting. Luna's father, letter voiceover. If you found this, it means you've stepped into the war I never finished. This key opens a vault beneath the old Hartwell winery. Everything Gregory Crane feared is inside. Her hands tremble, but her eyes burn with purpose. Back at the mansion, Levi finds Luna packing a small bag. Levi worried. You're going after it alone. Luna. No, we're going together. I trust you, Levi. 'Cause I see you now. Not just the man the world fears, but the man who would burn the world to keep me safe. Their eyes lock, no more distance. He kisses her forehead, lingering. Their hearts are synchronized now. They arrive at the abandoned Hartwell winery. Vines have overgrown the estate, but the path is clear. Luna finds the stone cellar beneath the barrels. The key fits. Inside the vault, dust-covered files, photos, and a small safe. Luna opens it, revealing original company documents, bloodline records, and a signed confession from Gregory Crane to Luna's father. Levi's stunned. This is enough to destroy Gregory. Publicly. Legally. Luna softly. It's not revenge anymore. It's justice. Night falls. They sit in Levi's car outside the winery. Moonlight filters in. Luna leans her head on Levi's shoulder. Luna. You ruined me once, Levi. But you also taught me how to rebuild stronger. Levi whispering. I don't deserve your love. But I swear I'll earn it. Every day for the rest of my life. They kiss, slow, deep healing. Cut to Gregory Crane's office. Ethan storms in, slamming a photo on his desk. Luna and Levi leaving the winery. Ethan. She has the originals. Gregory, smiling coldly. Then it's time. Burn Hartwell before she takes it back. Luna had found the truth. But the war for Hartwell had only just begun. Scene opens with Gregory Crane walking through his penthouse, the city lights casting a cold glow on his face. His hands are steepled, eyes calculating. He knows Luna and Levi are a threat now. Gregory to Ethan. They think they can destroy me with that key, but they're wrong. The Hartwell legacy is mine, by blood, by power. He turns sharply to face a hidden security monitor showing Luna and Levi leaving the winery the night before. Gregory, smiling darkly. It's time for their reckoning. Let's see how far they'll go to protect what they've stolen. Luna's determined resolve. Back at the mansion, Luna sits with the original Hartwell documents spread out before her. Levi stands beside her, watching her carefully. She's focused, intense, never more ready for this fight. Luna quietly. We have everything we need. The public will see what Gregory really is. Levi gently. But there's more to this. If we expose Gregory now, the entire company will collapse. Hartwell might burn along with him. Luna, turning to him, fierce. Then it burns. But we rebuild together. Her hand touches his. There's no hesitation. She's not just fighting for her father's legacy anymore. She's fighting for their future. Later that evening, as they walk through the mansion's garden, the world feels quiet. Luna leans into Levi, the weight of the world on her shoulders, but his presence is calming. Luna, softly. Do you remember the first time you looked at me and thought I was weak? I was a pawn in your world. Levi sighing. And now? Luna, with a small smile. Now I'm the queen of my own. Levi looks at her, proud, awe in his eyes. He takes her hand and kisses it gently. Levi. You're everything I never knew I needed. Their lips meet briefly. Tender, meaningful. Cut to a dark conference room. Levi receives a mysterious call. He answers. A voice on the other end. Voice calmly. Mr. Hartwell, your father's death wasn't an accident. It wasn't Gregory Crane either. Levi's eyes widen. Luna is beside him, waiting for an answer. Levi shocked. What do you mean? Voice. It's someone closer than you think. Your own blood. The call ends abruptly. Levi stares at the phone in disbelief. His hands shaking slightly. Luna turns toward him, sensing the change in his demeanor. Luna. What is it? Who is it? Levi's face turns pale. His voice is barely a whisper. Levi. It wasn't Gregory. It was my brother. Luna's shock mirrors his own, as a new layer of betrayal cuts deeper than ever. Scene shifts to a luxurious private penthouse. Levi's estranged brother, Damon, sits in the dark, a glass of whiskey in hand. His eyes cold, focused. Phone rings on the table. He picks it up. Damon, smiling to himself. Levi thinks I'm the last person he needs to worry about. But that's where he's wrong. He pauses, watching a video of Luna walking through Hartwell's main lobby. His grin widens. Damon. The game just got a whole lot more interesting. Scene opens with the skyline of the city at dawn. Levi stands at the window of his office, looking out with a heavy heart. The weight of his family's betrayal is suffocating, but Luna's presence beside him is the only thing that gives him strength. Luna's quiet power. Luna walks into the office, her eyes steady. She's been through hell, but now she stands tall. She's not the woman she was when she married Levi. She's stronger, unbreakable. She places a hand on his shoulder, grounding him. Luna, softly. We're not alone in this anymore. Together we can destroy everything Gregory and Damon built. They think they control the game, but we own the pieces. Levi turns to her, eyes filled with gratitude and admiration. He takes her hand, bringing it to his lips. Levi, you're right. You've taught me everything I needed to learn. I thought power was about control, but it's about trust. And I trust you, Luna. With everything. Luna smiles softly, a hint of sadness behind her eyes, but her resolve is ironclad. This is their moment. Mystery solved. The final betrayal revealed. Cut to the boardroom, where the final confrontation takes place. Luna, Levi, and their legal team stand facing Gregory Crane and Damon Hartwell. The tension is thick, every word a battle. Gregory, smiling darkly. You found the truth, Luna. Congratulations. But it won't save you. The company is mine, and so is the future. Levi coldly. Not anymore. You've destroyed everything you touched. My father, my legacy, my wife. And you'll pay for it. Luna steps forward, calm, but the fire in her eyes is unmistakable. She looks at Damon. Luna, with a cold smile. You always thought you were smarter than me, Damon. But you were never prepared for a woman who refuses to be broken. I know everything now, about your deal with Gregory. You thought I was weak, but I've been learning. And now it's my turn to take control. Luna places the signed confession on the table, the one Gregory had tried to destroy. It's now their weapon. Luna, this is the proof we need to bring both of you down. You can't win anymore. Levi watches Luna, his admiration and love for her only deepening. He takes her hand in his. Levi, you've always been my strength. And now you've given me everything I need to fight back. Not as a CEO, but as a man who loves his wife. Luna turns to him, her heart full. She kisses him, soft and tender. The kiss of a woman who has fought for her place in the world and the love she's earned. Luna whispering, I love you, Levi. And I always will. They share a moment of peace before the storm. The battle's not over, but they're not afraid anymore. Cut to Gregory and Damon, defeated but not broken. They leave the boardroom, but there's a glint of something in Damon's eyes. He speaks, his tone filled with cold fury. Damon, you think you've won. This isn't the end. The power doesn't shift that easily. Watch your backs, because we're far from finished. But Luna and Levi are undeterred. They know that their love and strength are their ultimate weapons. Luna to Levi smiling. They've already lost. Because love always wins. Scene transitions to months later. Luna and Levi are back in the heart of Hartwell Corp, not as CEO and wife, but as partners. They walk hand in hand through the office, the employees greeting them with respect and admiration. Luna stands in front of the board, confident, powerful, as Levi watches her with pride. Luna, smiling at the board. This is our future now. And we'll build it together. No more secrets. No more lies. Levi steps forward, placing a hand on her shoulder. His voice full of love. Levi. Together. Always. They share a look, knowing they've fought their way to this moment. And now, nothing will tear them apart. The power of love. In the end, power wasn't about control. It was about trust. And love, stronger than any betrayal.